Hello and welcome to another one of my videos. This one's going to be a quick video today. I didn't intend to make this, but I thought I'd just put a bit of film together as I was doing it. This is my little Peugeot 206 2006 HDI, and for a little while now, probably for about a year or a couple of years, I've been having problems with a door lock. And what happens is I shut the door when I get in, start off driving down the road, and then probably 15-20 seconds, sometimes maybe a bit longer, the interior light starts to flash and it says right hand front door open on the little display, and you get beeps and warning signals and all that sort of stuff. The only way that I could get rid of it was to permanently keep the interior light turned off. So today I thought I'd have a bit of an investigation, because I've always assumed it was the lock anyway that was faulty. And I'm not going to put another lock in it just for a light, just for a beeping noise. The other thing it does, in fact, sometimes is when you lock it, because it thinks the door's open, it will unlock it again, so you have to lock it manually. But minor inconvenience really. But anyway, today I thought I'd get the scan tool out, pull out the data, and see exactly what's going on. Oh, sorry about the glare, guys, but I'm sitting in my garage with the door open. I've gone into vehicle specific, I've gone into the BSI, and I've gone into live data for the locking and unlocking door closing section, so we can see what's going on. So at the top here you can see you got locks, locking control, and locks unlocking control PIDs, and you can see when if you focus on the top one and the next one down, so you can see that those two react when I lock and unlock the doors. Then you've got right rear door and left rear door, and when you open the rear doors, you can see, if I just focus on there, it says open. And then when you close it again, double jointed, it says close. That works the same for the left rear door. The next one's down is info 2 on the status of the right front lock, and info 2 on the status of the front left lock. This is whether it's locked or unlocked. So when it's unlocked, it says no, and then if I lock the door, you'll see they both go to yes, and unlock again. So we know that's working. If we go up, these are only a few of the PIDs that I've chosen, just the main ones I want to look at. You've got one there, receiving of an unidentified, oh no, that's the wrong one. I've chose the wrong PID there. Hang on, let me go back. Yeah, we don't want unidentified, we want identified. So let's hit that. Right, so going down again, where are we? Yeah, high frequency remote control reception of an identified message. So if I press the key fob, although it won't do nothing because the ignition's on, you'll see we get a yes to say it's received an identified message. And then info 3 on the right front lock and info 3 on the left front lock. This tells the ECU whether the door is open or closed. If it says yes, like it does in these two, it means the door's closed, and if we open the door, that goes to no, to say the door's open, and the same on the other side. So when we shut it, it goes to yes. Now sometimes on this driver's door lock, that will stay saying no, and that will, what that does, it tells the ECU that the door's open. But when you want it to do it, it's not going to do it. Believe me, sometimes you'll close the door and that'll still say no. So what we'll do, we'll take the door panel off and we'll have a look inside. Right, taking the door panel off is quite easy really. I'm not going to show you because I've just put it all back together again. But this panel here pulls off. It's got two poppers, one about there and one there, so when you lever that, it just pulls off. You've got one screw under there for the door panel. you've got one screw down there for the door panel. You need to flick this surround off over here to release like the inside bit of the door handle. You've got one Allen key star drive bolt down there. You take that out so it frees the door handle here, and then the rest of it all the way around is on about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is on about 7 or 8 poppers. You just pull the door panel away and then lift it up over this lip and over the button. Right, so what I found when I took the door panel off and I looked inside the door was what I expected really. The door lock itself is a sealed unit with about 6 or 8 wires on it. Not a serviceable part. The micro switch is it actually that controls the sensing of the shut and opening, locking and unlocking is all built into the lock itself, so there's no serviceable parts in there. So it will need a complete lock, which is just bolted into the door with three bolts. Quite a straightforward replacement. You've got quite a bit of room in there once the window's wound up, so we'll probably do that at a later date. But for now, I just thought I'd show you the signal that we get from the ECU, well, from the door lock back to the ECU, because I thought I might be able to like bypass it or cut the wire to fake the signal, to so the ECU or the BSI thought the door was shut all the time, but it's a pulse width modulated signal. So when the door shuts, it sends a 12 volt pull up signal back to the BSI to say the door's closed. So we can't fake that, can we? So we just have to leave it for now. But here's the signal. Alright, so what we've got then, we've got the door lock is latched, so it's closed. But on the scan tool is saying, get rid of the glare, that the right front lock is open. It's got no signal for the closed section. The left door is closed, and on the PICO we've got a flat blue line. So when we apply pressure, zoom out, when we apply some pressure to this door lock to push it right over to its fullest extent, you'll see that bottom lip goes yes. If I release it, let's let it focus. There you go. If I release it, it says no, that's open. Press it again. Hang on, let's get the connection. Yes. So when it registers that it's closed, you get like you get a 12 volt pulse modulated waveform, which is the signal going back to the ECU to tell the computer that the door's closed. So when I release the button, it goes off and on. Let me just zoom in a bit. There you go. So when I push the button fully home, you get the pulse width modulated off. See that is the open signal. No pulse width modulation. And when you close the door, there you go. You should get a 12 volt pull down or pull up, in this case, pull up modulated signal. So that is all down. Oh, and by the way, that is on the door lock itself. That pulse modulated wire is the top wire, which is the pink wire. That's the signal back to the BSI that the door is locked. And I don't know whether you can see in there, but the lock itself is a sealed unit. The micro switch is inside the door, so we're going to need a new door lock to sort this out. So for the time being, I think I'm just going to put up with it.